Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good evening. You may hear some rain in the background. I'm on the porch and it decided to rain for the 10th time today. Hey, Lisa, Beach Bum, Verbal, Red Rum, Michelle P. She says, hi, CC and everyone. I'll be listening. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too awful long. I saw a couple true crime cases online that caught my eye. I thought we would look at and just talk about our day because I've had a stressful day. I really needed to do a live stream and get my mind off of it. I got two dogs sick. Chloe went to the vet. She's got an enlarged heart. She also got an ear infection. Skylar's acting weird again, like she's sick. I think I figured out what's wrong with her. I made her get out of the house today and go on a walk. She's been acting down the dumps, kind of like she's afraid to walk. And it hit me when we were walking back. She kept looking at the ground. She won't look ahead of her. I think Skylar's losing her vision. So when I got home, I looked up behaviors in dogs who are losing their vision. And guess what? Describes her. They even had a picture of a dog and it was standing like her, kind of hunched. So I looked at her eyes because she has a beagle and she's got ice blue eyes. That's not normal. Something's going on with her genetics there. Actually, when I had her at the vet the other day, there was a guy that had a bunch of hound dog pups there. He said he had only seen one other beagle with blue eyes in his life. And he said he'd been raising dogs for like 30 years. Yeah, so, yeah, I think she's losing her vision. So I waved my hand in front of her up close to her face, and she blinked. But I suspected a couple years ago that Skylar was having trouble seeing long distances. So I think that's why she's walking, looking down at the ground. It said they would act very scared like. They wouldn't act themselves. They just want to lay and sleep. That's exactly what she's doing. Acting afraid to walk. Don't want to go outside at night and use the bathroom. Yeah, it's sad. It's broke my heart. Mark's like, what do we do? I said, we don't do anything. I mean, she can live a full, happy life without her eyesight. Yes, it sucks and I hate it. Oh my God, I'm about to cry. But now I don't know this for a fact, but I suspect it. I suspect she's losing her sight. We're going to take her back to the vet. We took Chloe to a vet in a couple towns over today. Guess how much it was? It wasn't $500. And they did about the same test as they did on Smokey. It was just $250. Sonny's going to start running his mouth. So I was looking at the true crime a little while ago. And there's this guy that shot both mothers to his kids. Shot them both. Like about a month apart. In the same house. And I'm thinking, are they polygamous? Let me get into my links and articles here. And then there was a woman that was gunned down. Her daughter was online doing a class on Zoom. The teacher was there. I guess the teacher saw it. Yeah, she was murdered in front of I think she's got 5 kids. Kira. Let me see which one you joined. Welcome to Southern Charm. You're a Southern girl now. You may already be a Southern girl. Welcome, Kira. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I've decided I'm going to do shout outs on Fridays. That way, if anybody joins through the week, just do it at the end of the week. Hey, Mommy Mars. I'm just running my mouth, guys. I'm just stressed out. It's been a rough day. Worried about my dogs. Chloe's got an enlarged heart. I suspected she had something wrong with her heart. Oh, yeah, she's got a heart murmur. And also, she's going to have to take heart medicine the rest of her life. She's like about 15. Oh, no. My Chromebook froze. Okay, here we go. Shut up, Rooster. Goodness gracious. Every time I come out here and open my mouth, he starts. Okay, so here are the girls. Like, they're posed in a picture together, guys. They got to be sister wives. Hold on. I've lost my daggone lighter. How's that possible? Mommy Mars, thanks for the super chat. Okay, here it is. Okay. Anyways, I just been going nonstop today, so I'm like a little manic, I guess. So, suspect fatally shoots both mothers of his children in same home weeks apart. One victim was pregnant. And this is in Pennsylvania. Said he killed both mothers of his children, one whom was pregnant, in two separate shootings. Donovan Anderson allegedly shot Sydney Parmalee, 23, and Kaylee Lyons, 23, at Lyons' home in Carlisle. Investigators reportedly believe Anderson killed Parmalee on July 5th because he thought she was cheating on him. And he killed Kaylee Lyons on July 30th because he feared she would tell police about the slaying, according to arrest documents. Now, it sounds like to me that they were polygamous, which I know that don't matter. So both women were shot in the head. Lyons was 6 weeks pregnant, and she has a toddler son with Anderson. Anderson and Parmalee have 2 children together. Police responded to Lyons' home on July 5th after someone reported a suicide. Parmalee was reportedly found dead on the couch near a gun and a spent bullet casing. Though her death was ruled a homicide, Anderson wasn't arrested until after Lyons' murder. On July 30th, officers responded to the same home following a report of someone in cardiac arrest. Lyons was found with a gunshot wound to the head. She died in the hospital the following day. Anderson reportedly told police that he and Parmalee had recently separated. He claimed Parmalee followed him to Lyons' home where they argued. Anderson allegedly lied to police and said he was outside smoking when he heard a gunshot inside. He claimed to find Parmalee dead on the couch next to their 14-month-old son, who he grabbed before running to his mother's home, having her call 911. Police said a search of Parmalee's cell phone produced no evidence that she was contemplating suicide. Furthermore, there was no gunpowder burns or injuries on Parmalee to suggest she shot herself at point-blank range. Can y'all believe this crap? 2 women within a month in the same house. The mother of his children. Okay, so the gun used to kill Parmalee was reportedly stolen from Bowling Springs. And Anderson has a 2017 drug conviction and is prohibited from possessing firearms. That never stops these criminals. So it was 25 days after Parmalee's murder. Anderson's mother and another woman discovered Lyons mortally wounded in the same home. Police reportedly said Lyons was found after Anderson asked the woman to go to her home and get his son, who was alone with his injured mother. The women claimed Anderson left Lyons' home without explaining what transpired. A witness said shortly after the shooting, Anderson went to a home in Harrisburg, where he retrieved a change of clothes and bleach and went into the bathroom. Detectives alleged that while at the home, Anderson requested ammunition. He mentioned being tracked, and he stated he didn't want anyone knowing his whereabouts. Anderson was arrested shortly thereafter while driving Lyon's car. Um, while in Cumberland County Prison on July 31st, detectives wrote that Anderson made an excited utterance to a correction officer that he killed them both. I killed Sydney. I killed Kaylee too, Anderson allegedly also said. Okay, so he's charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of murder of an unborn child, illegally possessing firearms, receiving stolen property, and child endangerment. Of course, he's in jail with no bond. Can you believe this crap? Both women in what, like 20, what did it say, 25 days, something like that? Hey, Shug. I don't know why he wasn't arrested after the first one. I mean, the women must have a pretty good relationship. It looks like they're in a picture together. I'm assuming that's both of them. They're both 23. Wow. I wonder if they were polygamous. It kind of sounds like it to me. Hey, Will, how are you doing? I know it doesn't matter, but I mean, I just find it strange that they're in this picture together and they're killed in the same home. I bet something like that was going on. I can't believe I can't believe he killed them. He killed one of them, and the baby was right beside of her, 14-month-old baby, and the other one pregnant. Sick. What a monster. He was a convicted felon, but he still found a way to get a gun. There's a little squirrel over here eating, guys, just staring right at me. People are monsters. Hey, Remy. Yeah. That's why I wanted to share that with y'all. Like, it blew my mind when I read that. Let's see if we'll go to this one. And then here's the other one. Mom gunned down in front of several children during daughter's online elementary school class. Teacher witnesses killing on Zoom call. Of course, it says developing story. The victim's 10-year-old daughter put her hands over her ears when the killer attacked her mother. Of course, I'll read this to you, but I read this earlier, and I believe it was the woman's ex-boyfriend that killed her. Of course, guess where this is at, guys? You never guess what state. I'm being sarcastic. It's in Florida. Of course, it's in Florida. Everything we talk about almost is in Florida. The murder of a Florida mother was captured on a Zoom web conferencing call hosting her daughter's elementary school teacher. 32-year-old Maribel Rosado Morales was fatally shot at her home in Indiantown on Wednesday morning as her 10-year-old daughter's teacher, excuse me, guys, was beginning the day's classes on Zoom. Let me get a drink coffee. I'm about to choke. Excuse me. Sorry about that. According to the report, Morales' 4 children and their cousins were inside the home when the victim's ex-boyfriend entered the residence about 8 a.m. The suspect, 27-year-old Donald Williams, reportedly confronted the victim about an online video, and an argument ensued. Williams then shot Rosado Morales multiple times, according to the report. The Martin County Sheriff William Snyder said at a press conference Wednesday that the teacher of the victim's 10-year-old daughter witnessed some of the violence through the online connection to the home. It is unclear if other children were present on the call at the time. The teachers online, hold on. I've done a Zoom with children, so I'm picturing there's other children on, and the teacher can see the children, Snyder said. The teacher heard a commotion, heard profanity, realized it was some sort of domestic altercation. The teacher said she mutes her button so nobody has to hear it. And then she sees the 10-year-old put her hands up to her ears, the sheriff said. According to the report, a bullet pierced the computer, severing the connection. Williams fled the scene after shooting Rosado Morales, but police soon apprehended him after he boarded a city bus and prompted suspicion from the driver, who reportedly dialed 911. Williams reportedly confessed to the killing and is expected to be charged with first-degree murder. What, bless that child is going to be damaged forever. Bless her heart. It seems like I read somewhere else that the bullet barely missed the child. Hit the computer. I have the domestic violence hotline number somewhere. It's so dangerous when you're going through a breakup or a separation from someone that's been abusive to you. It's very dangerous. Just because you get safely away from them doesn't mean you're in the clear. Because some people, they just become obsessed. They freak out because they're losing control. There's been a lot of women that have left men, been separated from them, thought they've made it out safely, 6 months for a year they've been away. And then the man hunts them down and kills them. And you never, ever tell someone that you're going to leave them. If you're living with someone in an abusive relationship, you need to leave while they're gone to work or gone out of the house. I'm hearing strings of stories on exes and violence. What's going on right now? I don't know. It's like that woman up in Spokane, Washington. I can't remember her name right off the bat. We talked about her this morning. She went to pick up her kids from her exes, and he shot her. He shot her through the eye. Of course, it killed her. The people found her slumped over in her car, like right outside his house, parked, not too far from his house. I think they may have already been divorced. Oh, yeah, guys, the little girl we talked about this morning, what was her name? Jayla, the 11-year-old that was missing from Florida. They found her. Verbal, thanks for sending me that update today. I've been totally distracted because of the dogs. I can't even remember her last name right off the bat. I think it may have been Jones or something. Let me get in my Discord here and I will look. Jayla Jones found safe. Miami police didn't provide more details in her recovery. Oh, yeah, guys, I forgot to tell y'all. When I got on here a few minutes ago to set up my stream, I got a copyright claim. You want to know what on? Do you remember that day we were talking about that wrestler who posted online that he killed someone when he was like a teenager? He said a man tried to rape him. I can't remember the wrestler's name, but some of you guys were familiar with him. Well, I played a little clip. There was a video on that Crime Online article, and I played a little clip. I guess it was WWE, WWF, some crap like that. But yeah, so I got a copyright claim, which is no big deal. You can take your video down or trim it out of your video. So I just push trim it out. The kids, Mommy Mars, were in the dad's house. at the time that he killed her. Now, according to him, he told police she was supposed to have been there like at 12 noon, but she was driving like from another state to Spokane. But I guess she was late. He claimed he went and got coffee, but I think that may have triggered him. Hey, Sandra, how are you? Yeah, he shot her right through the eye. Right through her eye. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Crap, my phone cord. Let me get it fixed here. Let me get back on my live chat. I hate looking at top chat. I'm listening while cooking dinner. Thank you, Sandra. I took that yesterday. My jean jacket, and then I just made it a black and white picture. I'm loving my jean jacket. My Walmart jean jacket. It's awesome. Let me go and see what that woman's name was. Let me get in my Discord here. Damn shame. I can't even remember what I talk about on my own channel. It's just we talk about so many cases. You know, I can't remember people's names. Mary Schaefer, I think that's how you say it. Schaefer, something like that. She's a really pretty woman. I can pull a picture up. People that killed their kids, you know, their mother, or women that have, you know, kids' dads killed. They're selfish. Do they not think of what it's going to do to the kids and other people? Hell no, they don't, because they're selfish cowards. Let me screen share it. She's really, really pretty. It might take a second for it to load up. She's got really pretty hair. It's cute. Okay, there it goes. Let me click on it so we can get a good view of it. I think it takes longer to load where I'm on the porch. There we go. Damn, load. Maybe I should have let it load it up before I screen shared. She's got really pretty eyes. Pretty lady. You know, here she thought she was going to go pick up her kids and then they would be on their way home. So sad. He deserves the death penalty. That's like an execution. It's like that man that we talked about this morning that shot his 5-year-old neighbor. He executed that little boy. You walk up to somebody and put a gun to their head and pull the trigger. That's an execution. Let me exit out this. Okay. So sad. Yeah, she's very pretty. I never did go back and see what happened with the active shooter this morning. I kind of forgot about it. Remember, there was an active shooter at a hospital in Shreveport, Louisiana? Just a lot of domestic violence, murders, I guess that's what you would call it, going on this day and time. A lot of child abuse. I'm about 160 miles from Spokane. I was wondering if that was close by to you, Will. I thought about you when I saw that it was in Washington. He had probably been abusive in the past. He didn't have no more control over, drove him crazy. That's what happens to these control freaks. When they lose control, they just go psycho. They can't stand it. It drives them to murder. Yeah, so much domestic issues. Yes. The world's got plain crazy, y'all. I still can't get over that story of those 4 people torturing those goats and killing them. That has stuck with me. That bothered me so bad. Probably because I have a pet goat that I love dearly. I would do anything for Annabelle. I can't believe there's just people that's that evil. It also blows my mind at how many women are evil. That seems to bother me too. Like there was a woman that participated in that. She actually commanded her dogs to attack the goats, chase them, bite them. Yes, you must have missed it, Sandra, the other morning on my live stream. Yeah, that was one of the topics. There was a news article. These people were from Virginia too, but up in Northern Virginia, not around me. But hell, if she didn't want the goats, I wish I would have known it. I would have went and got them. But it wasn't that she didn't want the goats. They wanted to inflict pain on something weaker than them. Sick. Serial killers in the making, if you ask me. They would have probably done a human that way. They thought they could get by with it. Yeah, but someone must have alerted police to them because the police come there looking for those goats. When the woman said that they gave the goats away, the police kind of searched around the property and they found their bodies. And they actually sent them off for a necropsy. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's an autopsy for an animal. Yeah, and they filmed it. And one of the guys actually was hitting the goats with a machete. One of the goats was laying on the ground, and the guy came up and took a knife to its neck. It's bothered me bad. Oh my God, let me tell you what I saw in my local news. So, y'all have heard me say that where I live borders Kentucky. I can be to Kentucky in 30 minutes, or I can be in Tennessee in 30 minutes, about 40 probably. Anyways, there's a little boy that lived on the Kentucky side. He was killed. They found him in the woods, dead. Wild dogs killed him. Yeah, they found the DNA on his body. They captured the wild dogs and tested them, compared the DNA, and it was them that killed him. Yes, killed by wild dogs. He was only about, I think he was 10. Uh-oh, where'd my chat go? Poor lady shot between the eyes was so pretty. Yeah, I know it. It's a shame. It's a damn shame. I'm telling you, there's so much crime going on. It's unreal. Once a man raises his hand to you, walk away. It's going to happen again. Doesn't matter how much he promises, it will never happen again. So sad this is going on, but people are losing their effing minds. Yeah, they may promise you that they'll never do it again. And I'll tell you something else that I learned from the cops. I did not know this. Back when I was married to my first husband, being abused, he would beat me up. I would leave him. And after about a week of being away from him, he would sucker me back in by buying me things, promise me he'd go get help for being an alcoholic, all this and that. But the cops told me that's what they called the honeymoon stage. They beat you up, then they buy you things, bring you roses, make promises, beg you, and they're good for a little bit. But then it happens again. A man that abuses and hits a woman, he'll always do it. Any woman that he's got. When he's done abusing you and he's on to the next woman, he'll abuse her too. He was in the woods alone, a 10-year-old boy. Yeah. Well, I think it was just like in his backyard, like here, my backyard, you can walk right into the woods. He was probably just down the woods a little ways, probably. Yeah, it's not safe to let your kids play in the woods, though. I wouldn't do that. There's coyotes around, there's wild dogs. There's a bad wild dog problem here. I wonder how far in the woods he was. They said it was right on the line that borders with my county. Let me see if I can go pull it up here. Update. State investigators conclude Kentucky teen killed by wild dogs. Well, he don't look like no teen to me. That looks like a little kid to me. Oh, he's 13. Okay. Investigators concluded a pack of wild dogs were responsible for the death of a Kentucky boy in the locality that borders Blank County, Virginia. I don't want to say my county. The KSP report said the feral animals were discovered on a mining site located near the location where 13-year-old Corey Godsey's body was found on a mountainside in Knott County in February. The dogs were captured and DNA samples were taken from the canines, matched the specimens found on Godsey. Several members of the community stepped forward to donate funds to help pay for Godsey's funeral and burial. So, let's see. Knott County, that's in Kentucky. It says that borders my county. That seems like that's a pretty good ways away. We've always had a wild dog problem here. I've seen them when we've been back in the mountains riding four-wheelers. That'd be an awful way to die, wouldn't it? To be tore up by wild dogs or coyotes. Hey, those wild dogs are just probably more vicious than a coyote, if the truth's known. You'll see a pack of wild dogs back in the mountains, and you'll see little bitty dogs with them. Yep. So what happens is people set out strays and they form a pack and have pups, and then those pups become feral because they've had no interaction with humans. It's humans' fault that there are wild dogs. Just like it's humans' fault that there's feral cats because people get animals and don't take care of them. Got to drive for Ann Arbor for an angiogram, and I'll be chiming in. We'll watch later. I don't know what that is, but I wish you luck and drive safe. Don't text and drive. Always get on to Mark for that. Texting and driving. It's so dangerous. The other day, he just got through answering a text message, and he was riding his motorcycle. And he had just put his phone back on his little stand on his, it's attached to like his handlebars and stuff. And a car pulled out in front of him, and he had to slam on his brakes. And it was a very close call. He was scared when he got home. I could tell he was shook up. And that's what I always tell him. He always says he's a good driver. But I said, I worried about the other people on the road, not your driving. I wish he'd get rid of that motorcycle. Oh my gosh, guys. I got to get off here in a second and go over to the funny farm in the rain and check on Annabelle, check on the chickens. I got that feeder now, so I don't have to worry about taking Scratch over there. And, if my leg's hurting, I don't have to worry about going over there and feeding them if I don't have to. Because I got that feeder. They can't waste food anymore. Yeah, I really, I don't mind that he has a motorcycle. I let him be a guy. If he wants to go motorcycle riding and have hobbies, that's fine with me, as long as he behaves. But I just worry. I'm afraid he's going to get hurt on it. When's Mark going to be on a stream with the cool kids? Good question, Will. One time he told me that he would, but he's not into YouTube. Plus, I feel so weird around him trying to stream. I don't know. I just do. I've tried to get him to subscribe to a channel I thought he would enjoy. It's called the Patriot Soapbox. Since he's a big conservative, don't judge me for it, guys. He's a Republican. It's not my fault. I'm not anything. I guess I'm an independent. I don't get into politics. But I mean, I just thought he would enjoy that channel. I was like, they have live chats. They discuss all these issues you're always trying to talk to me about that I know nothing about and don't want to hear. He could chat. Yes, we are the cool kids, of course. We're all cool kids. But yeah, anyways, it's been a good chat, guys. I guess I will get off here and go do my duties, go check on everybody. I'm going to go check on Skylar, see if she's okay. She's really got me freaked out. Her legs was shaking today. I don't know if she's losing her sight, if it's anxiety, if it's a combination of both. It's got me freaked out. Like Feather cooking and listening. Yeah, I need to go do my wifely duties. But first, before I cook, I'm going to check on my Annabelle. Take her a little treat. I got her a Himalayan salt block. I've done gave it to her. I didn't show it in the video this morning, but she likes that. But I'm going to take her some pellets and sweet feed over. And some bread. Love you too, Sandra. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all in the morning. Thanks for chatting, and thanks for your support. Say a prayer for Skylar and Chloe, those of you that pray. I'm worried to death about my dogs, guys. I'm going to make myself, oh my gosh, have a panic attack if I don't calm down. But anyways, love y'all. See y'all in the morning. Good night. Sweet dreams. I'm going to try to do more evening member streams when I can. Anyways, love y'all. Bye. Oh crap, my camera. I look awful.